In a quiet African village, under the shadow of a great baobab tree, a young woman was forced to choose between wealth and true love. Not far away lived Kofi, a hardworking farmer. For years, he loved Amina in silence. He never spoke his feelings, but showed them through actions. Fixing her family's fence, leaving fruits at her door, protecting her from gossip. One night, during a village festival, drums filled the air. People danced under the stars. That night, everything changed. A wealthy man, Chief Damba, arrived. The moment he saw Amina, he decided she would be his wife. The next morning, he came with gifts, gold, food, and fine cloth. Amina's parents were overjoyed, but Amina's heart felt heavy. She did not love him. That afternoon, under the baobab tree, Kofi finally spoke. "I have nothing, but I love you." Amina's eyes filled with tears. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" Amina's father, Chief Badu, was one of the wealthiest and most powerful men in the region. He had already chosen a husband for Amina, a rich trader named Mensa, who came from the city with money, gifts, and influence. When Amina heard this, her heart sank. "I don't love him," she told her father. Chief Badu's voice was firm. "Love does not build a future, wealth does." That night, Amina ran to the baobab tree, tears falling down her cheeks. Kofi was already there, waiting. "They want me to marry Mensa," she cried. Kofi stood silent for a moment. The weight of reality hit him hard. "I will speak to your father," he said finally. The next day, Kofi went to Chief Badu's compound. Villagers watched in shock. No poor farmer had ever dared to challenge the chief's decision. Kofi bowed respectfully. "I love your daughter. I may not be rich, but I will work every day to give her a good life." Chief Badu looked at him with cold eyes. "You have courage," he said, "but courage does not fill an empty stomach." Then he gave Kofi a challenge. "If you can bring me something that proves you can provide better than Mensa, I will allow it." The village buzzed with rumors. Some laughed at Kofi, others admired his bravery. Days passed, then weeks. Kofi worked harder than ever before. He traveled to nearby villages, traded crops, learned new skills. He barely slept. He refused to give up. Meanwhile, Amina was watched closely, not allowed to leave freely. Then, something unexpected happened. A drought hit the region. Crops began to fail. Water became scarce. Even the rich started to worry. Mensa, the wealthy trader, packed his belongings and prepared to leave. "I cannot stay where there is no profit," he said. But Kofi stayed. He remembered something his father once taught him, about a hidden water source deep in the forest. Kofi risked everything. For days he searched, hungry, tired, and alone. Finally he found it, a small underground stream. Kofi returned to the village and guided the people there. Slowly they began to survive the drought. Even Chief Badu was forced to acknowledge the truth. One evening, under the same baobab tree, the chief called the villagers together. "Kofi," he said, "you have shown not wealth, but wisdom, courage, and heart." He turned to Amina. "You may choose your husband." Amina didn't hesitate. She ran straight to Kofi. The village erupted in celebration. Months later, Kofi and Amina were married under the baobab tree, the same place where their love had grown in silence. And though their home was small, it was filled with laughter, strength, and something far more valuable than gold: love that had survived the storm.